It's Saturday the 20th. It's Zoom day. So we're having our Zoom knitting day today. I certainly hope you can come if you want to. And I am looking forward to it. We have a bright, sunny day out there. And lots of snow. Hopefully the sun will burn off the snow off the driveway. We do have black parts, so hopefully it won't be too much work. Good morning. We have shoveling to do today, a little bit here, and then I'm wearing my shoveling clothes. And then we have to go shovel Aura's car out and get home by 2 o'clock because today's Zoom meeting day. Hello, good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me. I did not do my podcast yesterday, so I hope that didn't mess up your plans. I started working on my sweater and that was it. I was done. Hold on, let me get it. like it feels like any time at all to you guys, because it doesn't. So I did what I said and I put in the collar, which I really love. I put a picture of me wearing it on Instagram. It was so funny because of course it was no sweater there, but it looked like I was wearing my sweater. But turns out, after I put in the collar, I put in two stripes of the mohair, and the stripes are just in the front. And the collar, I had 41 grams of mohair left. I started with 50, so then I measured my ball. That was with the baggie it was in, so it wasn't exactly 41. But with the ball, before and after I did a set of stripes, and it was 4 grams per set of stripes. Or maybe 3. I mean, it was not very much. So I am going to be able to stripe this all the way down the front. I am quite sure. So I have added, since I saw you last, 2 sets of stripes. I tried it on almost immediately after I stopped recording, and it seems like it's going to fit. I'm a little concerned that the armpit might come up a little high, but it's hard to tell when you're trying on like that, especially since I only had like 2 rows under the arm. I could try again, but it's such a pain in the neck. Anyway, and it's got this reverse stockinette piece on the side, which is a good delineator for my stripes. However, I'm not doing such a good job with that on this side because I was trying to hide the yarns Stephen West style, and I feel like I'm not doing a very good job of that. Over here, it's a little messy under the arm, so I'm going to stop what I was doing so that it's not so messy going all the way down, because that's, you know, my stripe ends there and then I'm tucking the yarn in there, and it's just, you know, and this I may have to just stitch up. For some reason it got so wide there, that last stitch. So I'm going to be doing some zhuzhing on the stripes to make sure that everything looks good when it's done, but I can do that. So I'm really happy with it. I'm really loving how it looks, but I did not sleep last night. So I came up with a new idea, which I'm going to try for this sweater while I wasn't sleeping. It sounds a little crazy, and it may not work, but I'm going to try it anyway just because. So the stripes are just on the front. So what I've been doing for these 4 stripes of mohair are, you know, each row is a double strand of mohair cut, you know. So there are lots of ends. I've been, you know, working them in so that they don't show. So I don't have a lot of ends to weave in. I'm going to have a lot of ends to cut. But like I said, I wasn't sure how that was working out on the other side. It doesn't look so good from that direction. So I had this crazy idea. Okay, you ready? So I'm just about ready to start my next stripe of mohair. And what I'm going to do is I am going to do a little 6-row flap of mohair. I'm just going to go back and forth and do a 6-row flap of mohair. And then I am going to do a 6-row going the other direction with the worsted going around the back. And when I'm done with 6 rows of the worsted, so I have a flap of mohair in the front, and I have a big flap of the other yarn in the back. Then I'll just go all the way around, and I'll go around and around and around and around for 6 rows of knitting. And so the top of the mohair will be attached here, and the bottom of the mohair will be attached at the top of the next 6 full rounds of worsted. And I will have little slits on the sides where they are not attached, to each other right here where the two meet under the arm. And so when I'm done with the sweater, I will have to go back and mattress stitch those little slots where the sides are not attached. Does that sound insane? I don't know. Then that means that I don't have to cut my mohair, because I can carry the mohair down 5 rows and 6 rows, and then I do another mohair flap. I'm going to try that. Now the problem is, can I do that and talk on a Zoom meeting with y'all? I don't know. I don't know that I can do it. I don't know. I mean, there's probably a reason why that is a bad idea, but I haven't figured out what that reason would be yet. Anyway, I'm totally loving this. If that doesn't work, then I'll stitch on my bookshelf. Ooh, but then I would have to pick my colors, which I haven't done yet. Well, that's not true, because my books that I have to do are all set. So anyway, I'm really happy with how this sweater is turning out. Who knew? But, you know, so it's a kind of a plain Jane sweater, easy to knit, all zhuzhed up with that beautiful Surrey alpaca, and the collar is so cozy. I didn't have it on very long, but I didn't feel a single prickle. So I think Valerie is right that the Surrey alpaca is less prickly than the mohair, which was sort of what she was helping me find out when she sent me this. But isn't this beautiful? Anyway, so I don't know. It's kind of a wacky plan, but we shall see. Anyway, I don't know what got into me. I don't know what's into me now. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys, and maybe I'll feel better. I mean, I'm sure I feel better. But maybe it'll get me out of my mood. So I will not be doing my podcast today. I know that. So I'm hoping to do it tomorrow. And I almost said, and get it over with. A little bit like that. I guess, I procrastinate. I don't know what it is. Because I like, when I'm done, I'm happy that I did it. And I've got lots to say about lots of things. And there are people who don't want to watch me every day, but want to know what's happening. But yesterday, I don't know. I'm very upset with what's happening in Texas. I'm so worried about you guys in Texas. I may have to have a news moratorium, but I am worried about you guys. And anyway. Not sure what it is, but I have to. I was knitting. I did start a book. Love lettering. It's like the national book everybody's supposed to read. There's no limit to the number of volumes in the library. So everybody could read it in the country if they wanted to, called Love Lettering. I just started it. It seems kind of interesting. It's about a woman who does calligraphy. I didn't get very far. But calligraphy is in that area of card making, and it's in in my mental sights. But but I didn't read very much. I went back to my sweater. I'm really loving how that looks. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go shovel, and I gotta be home by 2. 1:45 to 2, because I gotta figure out, set up my setup upstairs and get organized and, you know, all that stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna go now. Please take good care of yourselves. Try to stay warm and try to get water if you're in Texas. And please be careful. Please take good care of yourselves. And I'll talk to you at 2, some of you. And otherwise, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Stay safe and stay